Are you one of those institutions who are considering to implement technology for answer sheet checking? Technology can certainly provide a lot of simplicity, it can save the cost, it can provide flexibility for your answer sheet checking process. But there are quite a few things which are crucial in order to succeed, which must be considered before introducing system of answer sheet checking process for your education institution. So in today's video, I am going to discuss about key things which must be considered before introducing a system of answer sheet checking process for your education institution. So stay tuned. First key important aspect is having a pilot project or mock check. So when you roll out a typically new system, there will be some hiccups, there will be backlash from the people who are used to the traditional way and are not tech savvy. They may not be comfortable with opting the new system. Pilot project or pilot evaluation would certainly help you to assist examiners or moderators to get used to the system. Typically in the pilot project, examiners can commit certain kind of mistakes, they can provide feedback. So this phase is quite a useful phase for the improvement purpose where system integrators or project manager can take the feedback from various stakeholders during this pilot phase, and typically it is conducted for the limited set of examiners as well as moderators. This phase provides crucial roadmap for the full-scale implementation of the on-screen evaluation process. Training to examiners and moderators. So that is the next key important aspect where you need to ensure that you are providing training to the moderators as well as examiners. Training can be in the form of live webinars or in the form of how-to videos or in the form of help documents. All the examiners are, as well as moderators should get trained properly before they are going to have a full-scale implementation or full-scale answer sheet evaluation process with the help of technology. So all those things can be implemented in the form of online video or frequently asked questions, online help documentation. So if anyone at any point of time gets stuck during evaluation process, then that person can refer to the training documentation or video or pre-recorded webinars to resolve their queries quite quickly. So training is one of the essential aspects. So you need to ensure that proper training of all the stakeholders must be completed. Next crucial aspect is related to providing instant support or query resolution. So in this case, while doing answer sheet checking process, it is essential to provide instant support query resolution during actual answer sheet evaluation process. There are large number of examiners as well as moderators sitting at remote location or multiple locations, and when they try to evaluate answer scripts, they may get stuck during the online evaluation process. So at that point of time, there should be support in the form of live chat or email support as well as telephonic support should be available so that they can resolve their queries quite instantly so that they will not get stuck during answer sheet evaluation process. So support process will improve overall satisfaction associated with examiners as well as moderators. So while defining the implementation of new system or while launching the new system of answer sheet evaluation, you need to ensure that proper support system is in place to resolve queries of the stakeholders involved in this process. Documentation of the moderation process. So moderation process is important aspect to scrutinize, correct the mistakes made in the previous page. Typically, role of the moderator is to recheck the answer sheets which are already evaluated by one of the examiners. So while assigning the answer sheets to the moderator, there are various criteria and algorithms used by the education institution. So let us see what are the rules associated with the moderations. Typically, like if marks are in the range of say 28% to 34% and passing is say for 35%, then assign say 100% of those answer scripts for the moderation. If marks are above 90%, then assign 50% of the randomly selected answer booklet for the moderation. Or if there is a score is between 50 to 80%, then assign say 10% of the booklets for the moderation. If score is between say 35% to 50%, then you can assign certain number of answer sheets for the moderator. So all those rules can be customly defined in the on-screen evaluation system. And online paper checking system can easily assign those answer booklets to the moderators from the pool of answer booklets which are already being evaluated by first phase of examiner. Fifth important point is defining the result format and API integration. So one of the important aspects associated with answer sheet checking process is defining the result format and API integration format. So while implementing the answer sheet checking process, final or crucial phase associated with the declaration of result or for printing of the mark sheets of the individual students. So there might be existing system like ERP system or SAP which might be implemented by your education institution. So you need to ensure that there is a proper communication between online answer sheet checking process and your existing ERP system. So it can be easily implemented by API or application programming interface, where there will be seamless communication between two systems to transfer and accept the information of the answer sheet evaluation, marks of the individual students, as well as question-wise analysis of the individual students. It will certainly help you to simplify the result generation, as well as you can easily generate the results and print the mark sheets in a record time. So as soon as examiners are done with the evaluation process in the on-screen or online answer sheet checking process, results can be easily fetched using application programming interface or APIs to your existing mark sheet generation systems. So to conclude, you need to have an overall readiness associated with online answer sheet checking process, where you need to ensure that proper training of the stakeholders has been conducted, and pilot phase is also crucial aspect where you need to ensure that pilot phase has been completed successfully and the majority of the stakeholders are able to understand how online answer sheet checking is working. And apart from that, you need to ensure that there is a continuous support in the form of online chat, email, telephonic support should be available. We have been working with multiple such education institutions in order to simplify answer sheet checking process. If you would like to understand best practices associated with the answer sheet checking process, then you can connect with us for the free demonstration. We will be more than happy to share best practices associated with answer sheet checking.